supposedly, we are live. All right. Let me get everything going here, guys. Gotta go over to Grumble. Come on, Grumble. Move Grumble. Hey, my sound is working. Okay. It didn't make me change the settings when it did an update. Okay. How's it going, everyone? I know a long time no see. I see a couple of you guys on Rumble. Everybody, though, is really skipping through everything on YouTube. Woo! Let me talk to you guys in the chat. Buckle Bunny, what is up, Connie? Jay Watterson. Yeah, all right, guys, we're going to hop right into this. We are going to hippity hop. Whoa, boy. Oh, this is just, I'm not going to bury the lead here, guys. This is idiotic, by the way. How you doing? Sorry to be so late. Like I said, last couple days have been something. Even the background has changed because furniture being moved everywhere. Oh boy. So everything was torn up down here for a day or two also. Change your settings. Means, yeah. How you guys doing? All right. I see you guys chatting when I was getting everything to reboot after my streaming software said, hey, we're going to run an update to do bug fixes. Crap. But it was quick, so thank you for that. That was quick. But yeah, I see you guys chatting about, yeah, we're going to hop right into it. Yeah, there's gigs and gigs. Come on, Pam Bondi. I said, I'm not burying nothing here. Pam Bondi came out and said she had all this Epstein crap. And now suddenly, after, especially Dan Bongino, talking about, oh, no way that Epstein ended his own life. Then suddenly Bongino's there looking like a prisoner. Yeah, some people could say he's just tired from working hard. But then other people are going to go, wait a minute. He looked like a prisoner. He's unhappy to be there at all. Saying that, nope, he ended himself. Yep. And a lot of us on this stream are kind of going, what the hell? Not just this stream, probably every stream was looking around going, what the absolute crap? After everything Bongino said on his show, and even some of the stuff Kash Patel said, it seemed like a bad thing going on there. Especially adding in all the Spamela Blondie BS with the Epstein list. But then we come to this. What do we get? DOJ, FBI review finds no Epstein client list. Confirms he ended his own life. Memo. Shit. No further charges are expected with the investigation into Epstein. So everybody's going to get off? Okay. Pull that link up over here. But yeah, sorry about my voice. Like I said, I've been a very busy boy last couple days. But come on. So automatically sounds like they're saying no further charges are expected. None. That sounds like if there's a list, nobody's going to get charged. Sorry about my white shirt, by the way. I noticed it's kind of washing out a little. It wasn't a part of the plan. Making me look even more cracker than normal. This is just stupid. This is stupid. This is huge to me. No further charges. Pam Bondi, that witch, the worst person Trump hired in this whole administration, said she had tons of documents, videos. How do you get no further charges are expected when you got videos of people? Thousands of hours. Remember how she said that? We got thousands of hours of videos we have to go through. Oh, yeah. And this is what doing sick stuff with kids. Bitch, if you had that stuff, you have to know who's on those by now. Yeah, so don't tell me no further charges after you told us you had all this shitloads of evidence. The Epstein list has been well known since Ghislaine Maxwell was charged. She had the list then, and it was kept under wraps. But now, oh, there's no list. And Epstein offed himself. All those cameras shut down. All the guards fell asleep. They left him alone. He wasn't supposed to be alone. Oopsie, 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 and oopsie. I'm sorry, but this shit is just adding up to way too much. Way, way too much. But yeah, I'm looking at that tweet. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have that one. I'm not sure I have that exact one, but I have a couple of them. But yeah, what the absolute shit, guys. Let me see. I'm going to call that one up too. Now, I will disagree. Okay, so Buddy says the mafia guy is being held in that same place as Epstein. Say it's BS because, yeah, no kidding. Come on. Come on. I am going to just say, dude, anybody that believes this, go buy yourself 20 lottery tickets. They're all going to win. If you believe all those cameras, by the way, remember how we were told the cameras were all oopsied? But then lately, Patel and Bongino were telling us, oh no, there's camera. Really? Why were we told all this time all the cameras shut down? Everybody told us that. All the guards fell asleep at once. Or they were looking up jet skis or something. This is all bullshit. I cannot say it's not bullshit anymore. I've tried to give the benefit of the doubt, but something stinks. Something stinks worse than rat's ass right now. Saying you've got thousands of hours of tapes and footage and security camera stuff and documents and flight logs and all this other crap. Saying they had a list all this time. Now suddenly no list. Oh, no further charges. So what, you couldn't recognize anybody on the videos? Bullshit. Sorry, guys. But yeah. And Diddy the Diddler gets off. Well, Diddy, I will say this. Whoever tried the Diddy thing did it really badly. And they really put some charges in there really shouldn't have if they'd have their ducks in a row. But yeah, I don't know. Or by Oceanside property, Nebraska. Exactly, Connie. I mean, come on, guys. You know I have no problem admitting what I'm flipping or flopping here. Come on. This is the flip-flop stream. Should change it to flip-flop cast. But man, come on. I've been on both sides of this where I've said, okay, we'll try to have a little patience. We'll see what comes of this. And I've also been where like, okay, this is getting stinkier and stinkier and stinkier. My stream when Bongino and Cash were coming out making that crazy weird statement, I was already pissed. I was pissed at Pam Blondie fumbling this all the time. This reeks. I am not going to believe it because of this right here. This one little sentence, and my mouse is caught. There we go. This one little sentence pisses me off more than any of this. No further charges are expected with the investigation into Epstein. And I'm just going to go back to, once again, Pam Bondi, you bitch. You told us you had thousands of hours of tapes and there were horrible things happening to women and kids on there. You had to go through and get these people. What? All the faces were hidden. You have nobody you can charge. Even if we say there's no list. Yeah, I'm worked up about this because this one's pissing me off. Even if we say, fine, there was no actual list, which I'm not going to believe for an instant. You're going to tell me you couldn't get a single name off of any document, off of any security camera, off of the footage of doing the crazy, horrid shit they were doing. Not a single face, not a single name, nothing. All that documentation and evidence. Just the evidence they've kept hidden ever since and closed since Ghislaine Maxwell was tried and jailed. Nothing. I am going to call the biggest load of bullshit. It is a bigger load of bullshit than you saw in the original Jurassic Park. It is dino-sized shit, and this is crap. Man. No, they can't get Maxwell to talk. Because if Maxwell talks, She's going to be deleted too. Come on. She's quiet for a reason. Maxwell may have known even more since Maxwell was the operator for Epstein. I think she actually knows more than Epstein did. Epstein was just the front guy, the face guy. Ghislaine Maxwell was running this stuff. She was the one bringing people in, setting up all the itinerary, everything. So I think that Jeffrey was a warning to Ghislaine, shut up or else. Shut up or else. And for all we know, since she ran so much of this, she may have a backup somewhere where if she gets deleted, shit gets dropped out. Shit gets put out everywhere. It gets dropped on 4chan and dropped all over the internet. We don't know. But there's a reason she hasn't been deleted. But she's kept her mouth shut. And come on, they sealed the list and all the documentation from her trial. You can't look up jack shit from Ghislaine Maxwell's trial. You will get paper that's all just blacked out. Maxwell was the groomer. Yeah, Maxwell was the setup. Epstein was the one just out the face man, the guy, the face, putting the moves on, talking people up. Hey, buddy, pal. He was that guy. Ghislaine Maxwell was the run. She was running it, 100%. So yeah, Jay Watterson, how you doing, buddy? So I don't know, guys. I mean, I know. Oh man. Let me post in the Rumble link before I forget here. Post in Rumble for you guys over there. If you cannot chat on Rumble and you do want to chat with us, here is the YouTube link. So feel free to come chat with us here. There we go. So now let me see here. Let me see. Let me go back to here and go here and here. Move me over. And I will pull up a couple of the links you guys posted there. I think it was Jay Watterson posted both of them. But let's go in here. Boink. Here's one. Boink. And where was the other? There it is. I think there was 2 links. Right? Yeah, okay. All right, so I did look at them. So, yes, we can definitely talk about these. But, no, I just wanted to open with just that one thing. This ABC. Come on. Dude, people are going to be pissed. You watch. I know I'll get 8 views on this. I understand I'm a teeny channel. You watch. But we're talking about this first. Everybody tomorrow is going to be going nuts about this. And I am saying left, right, center, up, down, backwards, Smurfs and cats are going to be going nuts about this. Not even a list. No further charges. This one, I'm keeping that highlighted for a reason. That one should piss you off more than anybody. That one should piss you off. Oh, there's 3? Well, let me look. 1, 2. Oh, there it is. I might have one of those in my bookmarks. All right, let's go back here. And boing. Okay. But no, I mean, sometimes I wish I was a little bigger of a channel, even though I'm not to be a jackass, guys. I'm going to say something that's going to be a little annoying. I'm actually saying this for YouTube. YouTube can get fucked. I am done trying to grow this channel. I know it's not going to happen. The problem I was having where I told you guys I'd gain 1, lose 1, gain 2, lose 2, gain 5, lose those 5. It's continued. I am stagnant. Every time I gain, this last time I gained 6. 2 days later, lost the 6. Yep. Gained 2, lost 2. Every time I gain, I lose the exact number. There is no way that somebody just subscribing every time the exact amount, then 2 days later. It's 2 days later. Boom. So YouTube is obviously not going to let this channel grow as tiny and as idiotic as I am. They're going to make sure I don't grow anything at all. So I am done at the point where I don't give a fuck anymore about growing. YouTube can kiss my ass. And unfortunately, Rumble can kind of kiss my ass too, because they've concentrated so much on the big streamers. They're making the same mistake YouTube is. They're boning the tiny people. They're only going after the big money makers and not trying to work with the tiny people. And by the way, I hate to tell both YouTube and Rumble this. It's the tiny people that built this shit. So go ahead, and sooner or later you're going to run out, because these big guys ain't going to be there forever. Some of them are getting close to aging out, or having enough money they don't give a shit. So, sorry, just a little bit of a whine on my part there. Feel free to give me some cheese with that whine. But it continued. I told you about this months ago, and I've been watching, and every time, it's the exact, I lose that exact 2 days later. And that is not coincidence. That is YouTube shadow banning me. So, yay! All right. So, done with my cheese and wine session. Just wanted to throw that out there for the YouTube people listening. You're assholes. And I hope you get Section 230 gets removed. And we can sue your asses if you start screwing around like this. Your Section 230 protection should be gone, since you're putting a finger on things you're not supposed to be doing. All right, so. Traffic minors, nobody according to the... Yeah, that's the other one, Jay Watterson. Maxwell got locked up for trafficking minors, but nobody. Huh? Yeah, exactly. So it's a load of shit. All right, but no, this has just pissed me off. Even worse than YouTube boning me. Yep, sorry, little annoyed by it. Just a little. Once I saw those numbers last couple weeks, keep still dead on. Nope. The math on that... Dude, the math on that possibility happening, I could have won the lottery 50 times by now. All right. This is insane. Justice Department of the FBI found no evidence that notorious deceased financier, how about just kid diddler extraordinaire, Jeffrey Epstein kept a client list. Oh, bullshit. Everybody knew it. It's been open knowledge. There's been open knowledge that Ghislaine Maxwell had it, and they openly said it was sealed. They have mentioned this list so many times. They're in our government, in the courts. There's no way that everybody now gets to go, oopsie, there wasn't one. Bullshit. 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 Ah, man. Department has also released hours of purported footage as part of its review. Hours? There's supposed to be thousands and thousands of hours. Yes, I know. We don't want to release something that's going to show some poor innocent victim. I get it. But you can blank that. We have the technology today. You blank that and you have the bad guy's face. Put the bad guy out there. Or I'm still going to say there's no way that thousands of hours of footage, all the security cameras around that place, never caught people's faces. This is the biggest fuck you to anybody in this world who wanted justice ever. This makes the JFK thing almost look small. You know, he was a president. Because this may involve presidents. Multiples. We already know, as you guys are saying in the chat, we already know the royal family was involved. We already know it. The Queen, bounced Jackass Jr. there right out of the family pretty much. Man. And they will round their little crowns up around each other like crazy for anything. In fact, she did that means, yeah, she knew. She go, no, you a nasty ass. You are out of the family. Yeah. Further concerns. Yeah, now suddenly, by the way, remember, how long were we told those cameras were gone? We were told by the government and everybody out there, the cameras all went down and the guards all just fell asleep. Now the news story is, well, the guards were looking up jet skis and didn't pay attention to their jobs. None of the guards. And they accidentally took out his roommate, and he was alone, but only during that time. And then, oh, oopsie, now suddenly we have camera footage. Really? Really? Is it all of it? Is there footage in that jail cell? I'm betting no. And come on. When I can make a thumbnail with AI these days that has faces, some of my thumbnails, not all of them, but some of my thumbnails are AI. I'm trying to learn AI and trying to make it do stuff. You got to talk like an idiot to AI sometimes, and it still won't follow your instructions. But come on. Do they really think anybody's going to believe this? And honestly, this is only going to hurt Trump. This is only going to hurt Trump. This is almost making me think the deep state put their fingers on this one. They pinned this. Pam Bondi, I never liked her. She's always been my least favorite. You guys know that. Don't like her. She's had problems in the past, make her seem deep state. Wonder if they pulled Cash in and Dan in. Hey, you got some family? Hey, look at this picture. That's a beautiful family. Come on. Hey, you know, we did take out a president. Imagine what we could do if we wanted. Shit. No. Yep. I'm sorry, guys. It is late night pissed off tinfoil cast right now. Put the flip-flops away. Get the tinfoil out because this is stupid. Yeah. I don't know. There's too many stories. Nobody's going to believe this anymore. This is going to go down in the annals of bullshit. Screw that. What the hell? Yeah. Yeah, we've seen this. I played this before in one of the early streams when this came out. We played this on this channel. Yeah. And that's what made her suddenly, oh shit. Yeah, he caught her and then she had to admit it. Tens of thousands of videos of little kids to a complete stranger. Yeah. So we know that she said they had this stuff. But hey, they're not going to get any faces off any of these. I hate to keep going back over this, but I'm so livid. Bullshit. Like I said, the biggest sentence we need to be looking at is this one. No further charges. There are high-profile people around the world right now just went, whew, we're getting away with this. Yep. Or they're like, oh shit, who's going to be calling my phone in 5 minutes going, you're going to do whatever we want. Makes you wonder. It's going to be run. The FBI was dirty from its inception. If you know anything about J. Edgar Hoover, this is what he did. He did shit like this and kept records on people to blackmail. The FBI has never been this pristine thing like a lot of people think. They've always had a very dirty underbelly. So this could be them right there. And the Diddy thing even, too. So, yeah. So, no, we played this. Yeah. And O'Keefe caught her saying shit to this other, there was a Danny or something? Oh, my God. I mean, come on. Old Harry Mountbatten Windsor's wife, Meghan Markle. I don't know if Meghan's involved. Meghan's too... No, Meghan's not involved. Meghan is a dumbass. She's a grifter, and she's a racist. She married into that family knowing exactly what she was going to do. She went into that with the whole grift of, I'm going to get in there, I'm going to take what I want, I'm going to fuck these people up, and I'm going to get wealth and popularity out. And she does. She grew her popularity and her fan base huge over this. Because there's a lot of dumbasses and morons out there. So, yeah. Let's see. Harry's Uncle Andrew. Yeah, Uncle Andrew. But don't put Meghan in there. Meghan's an idiot. She's a grifter, racist moron. She only cares about getting herself out there. I don't think she had anything to do with this. All right, Ryan. Let's not be a little yacht girl. They serve a purpose on the economy. How would hedge fund managers relax without them? Yeah. The guards were charged and then had the charges dismissed. Yes, Jay Watterson, I know. Come on. How do you get your charges dismissed? You are in one of the top federal prisons. So you had to work your way into this job. You were supposed to be the cat's meow of prison guards, supposedly dealing with high-profile crazy, bad people, people that may want to get offed, people may want to off themselves, and then suddenly, oopsie, all of you? But no charges. Yeah, come on. In fact, last I heard, is they still had jobs. The fuck? Not only did they not get charged, they were cleared enough to still have jobs in the federal government. But I'm not 100% sure. I only read that once. Yeah, but don't think Megan's anywhere involved in the Epstein stuff. She's not involved at all. They are playing word games so that if anybody leaks in the future, they can try to claim as plausible deniability. I don't know, man, because this seems... that's one sentence right there. I keep coming back to it. That is harsh. Thousands of hours. Nope. No charges coming. Man, that reeks. That reeks. All right, let's check here. Wait, what? If there was no Epstein client list, yeah, I read this earlier. Why did New York court refuse the Gateway Pundit's legal request for the list based on anonymous John Doe who was on the list? Yeah. And they admitted, I believe the court during the Ghislaine Maxwell thing admitted there was a list, but it was sealed afterwards. Remember the furor where people were pissed that was all sealed. And if there's nothing to see, come on guys, get with me here. If there's nothing to see, why are they sealing everything? If there's nothing to see, what are you sealing up? That's stupid. Well, there's nothing to see here, but all this is redacted and sealed. But no, wait. But no, there's nothing to see. No, nothing. This is not the Epstein list you are looking for. Come on. Yep. Sunday night, Department of Justice, FBI released a document that concluded notorious child predator Jeffrey Epstein did not have a client list. Come on. Dude, I know people that run a taco truck that have a list of some of the regulars. This guy didn't have a client list. Ghislaine Maxwell, okay, wait, hey. What do I always tell you guys, and I fail myself at times, what do I always tell you? Look for wording. Watch this. Jeffrey Epstein did not have a client list. See that wording? We know that Ghislaine Maxwell did. We know it 100% for a fact. They admitted that at the court. Afterwards, it was sealed. Everybody wanted that list, and they sealed it. Remember? See how they did this? Epstein didn't have a client list. They're hoping everybody will forget. Hey, well, what about Ghislaine? Yo, she had a list. We know she did. You guys said she did, but you sealed it. Remember? Wording. Or they're going to say later, well, Jeffrey didn't have the list on him. Oh, but it was in these files. We just couldn't release it at the time. Wording. Covering their asses, like some of you guys already said. Like Jay Watterson, playing word games. Yep. That right there. Jeffrey Epstein did not have a client list. Oh. And I like how they put client list in quotes here. So what do they call it? May not be a client list. Maybe a blackmail list. Oh. Or something else. That's all it takes. Change in the wording. And that he was not moiters, but he committed ending his own life. Sorry, I'm watching my wording because I don't want to give YouTube any more reasons to just pull more numbers from me. By the way, if I had not mentioned it, fuck you, YouTube. That is 47 times. I got it up, guys. 47 times where I gained a number, lost the exact same number 2 days later. That's shadow banning. Actually, it's outright banning. The FBI released a video shows an empty hallway in what they insist proves Epstein committed suicide. Really? This? Really? So they think none of us have watched a Mission Impossible movie or a spy thriller movie for the last 40 years? Come on. The old 1980s Mission Impossible show. They could fake that. They could just put it, tap in with our VCR, put another, record it on a tape, And then we play back. And we could walk in. That was VCR tech. What do you think this is? But no, hey, none of us ever saw an episode of, Hawaii Five-0, the newer one. Anything, any spy thriller, come on. Nobody believes this. Especially after they said, remember, the cameras didn't work. The cameras didn't work. How you doing, no reply? Let me say, first say there is no list, but there's a ledger. Aha, there you go, buddy. There you go, no reply. Yeah, that's why I'm saying client list. There is no client list, but there's a client book. There's a client ledger. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're going to call it something else. You watch. If it comes out someday, oh, you guys said client list. We didn't know you wanted his ledger. Oh, oopsie. That's what it's going to be. Ryan, there's no such thing as a cat's meow. Jail's guard. Yeah, hey. Ryan, I'm just saying, a lot of jail guards, the guy you get at your local podunk jail or your county jail is not usually the same guy you get at the federal ones where they have the super high profile people. Those guards are a little more checked out. They know a lot more about their family than Jim Bob over here at the county lockup. So usually they're supposed to be a little more vetted out and got there somehow. Let's see. Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. This is what we mean by he did not unalive himself. That could be. Like I said, feel free to have the tinfoil on tonight because, man, this reeks. I think Maxwell holds all the cards. I agree. 100%. Jeffrey Epstein was just the face. He was the guy that had the charm, the charisma, get out there, talk to people, pull them in. I think Ghislaine Maxwell is the real power. Yep. So anybody above Ghislaine Maxwell said, we're going to send her a warning. Boof, goes Jeffrey. Hey, keep your mouth shut if you know what's good for you. That's what, yeah. They could release the names of the people the victims said that, yeah. Kind of funny, Jay Watterson, how none of the people have even been arrested who, like you said, were talked about in court. And there were multiple witnesses naming the same people from what we were told. So why aren't those people under arrest? But once again, there were, remember, Pamela Blondie said there are thousands of hours of footage. You couldn't get a single person off where you are going to say this to us. No further charges are expected with the investigation at Epstein. Nothing? Thousands of hours? Not one face? Not one. Bullshit. All right, let me get my headphones here. I think this is one of the ones I looked at earlier, but I'm not sure. I'm just so livid about this. I don't like Pam Bondi. I know that people were talking about her before, saying they didn't like how her stance on the Second Amendment and how she was a little too deep state herself and too pat, how she got in there instead of Gates.
Again, logical play out. If there was a video of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island and I'm in charge, don't you think you'd see it?
Tens of thousands of
there it
videos.
Is. Okay. Come on, guys. Tell me in the chat, do you really think tens of thousands of hours and they couldn't get a single face or name where they could say, and I'm going to keep going back to this, where they could say this, no further charges are expected? I call dinosaur bullshit.
Of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently...
I'm not very good at editing, but even in my editing software, I can muddle through and block out license plates or people's faces. You see people now using some of the tools to edit whole moving people with a face that stays with. They could block the victims. If they're going to say, well, we didn't release it because it would release the victims, you can still pull the names and do it in a closed court and get these people. Nope. This stinks. You couldn't get a single person. My ass.
Going.
Again, logical.
Yeah, no. This reeks. Reeks. In fact, let's look at some of these comments. Well, maybe.
Play out. If there was a video
on.
of
Usually
some
I'll just
guy.
go right to it and I click it. Do I have to actually go there? Yeah. It's on my desk right now. See? When the DOJ released a list. Yeah, this one. Here we go.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now.
Done. You can't have it both ways. This bitch said it's on her desk. Now, no list. Don't jive.
Review, that's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you.
And by the way, since this is a tinfoil cast, guys, I'm going to say this. I've heard some leftards automatically go, well, Trump's involved because that's why. It's not being released because Trump's involved. Bullshit. There are people, the deep state is involved in this. If they had any of those FBI people out there that had all this shit they were hiding, they would have released anything on Trump. Nothing else. They would have put out all the shit on Trump. They would have put it out if it was there. Trump is not involved. But what my own worries, we already know they tried to off Trump more than once. What if they went to Trump and said, this time we got you. We'll off you. Maybe something in his drink. If we don't give you this to drink every day, you're going to drop dead. Just, once again, theorizing. What if they said, well, you want to live? Do you want your kid to live? Your wife to live? Your daughters? Your sons? You're going to play ball in this. The Epstein thing's not coming out. You're going to take heat. Too bad. Just a thing. Once again, tinfoil cast time. Something, we got to have tinfoil right now because this stinks. Stinks. Another news, Ghislaine Maxwell was found guilty of trafficking minors to nobody 3 years ago. 100%. That was it. 100%. That I agree right there. Stalling President Trump agenda so the clock runs out. Yeah, she's also doing as little as possible. Being the head of the DOJ, she's doing as little as possible to actually do other shit either. You notice that? DOJ is the one that was supposed to come in and fix this stuff. FBI, DOJ, all these. Yeah, no. They've been very, very compared to what we were told. Yeah. This is nuts. They said no client list. If you don't think there was one that Dems haven't destroyed it by now, well, somebody's got it. It doesn't matter. Like I said, no. You guys are saying it too. What we are witnessing is a shell game performed in a hall of mirrors, choked with smoke, with no pee to be found. 100%. Man. Oh, here's one of those people. You need to get off the Trump train. He hired both these people specifically to do what they were doing. All of you know that if Trump was not on the list, it would be out. Fuck you. You're an idiot. If it was there, instead of trying to off Trump 3 or 4 times, they would have just put out the Epstein stuff on Trump. Nobody else. Just, oopsie, all the Trump stuff just dropped. Over. Nope. I like mine better. Here's one. The FBI has been corrupt since the J. Edgar Hoover days. It will never change. Boom. So yeah, this is stupid. This is stupid. I can't even, oh man, I don't know how to talk about this. It just has me so mad. I mean, come on. I think I was going through some of these. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Really happened?
It's sitting on my
that's where it
desk right
was.
now
See,
to
I had a
review.
bookmarked.
That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Uh-huh. These searches uncovered a significant amount of material, including more than 300 gigabytes of data and physical evidence. But nothing. So now we get nothing. The only person named at all ever has been one of the royal family. That's it. They threw the one guy out there under the bus. He's the only one named. Seriously, that is crazy shit. Man, oh man. The files relating to Epstein, and this is from the Department of Justice, by the way, guys. Files relating to Epstein include a large volume of images of Epstein, images and videos of victims who are either minors or appear to be minors, and over 10,000 downloaded videos and images of illegal, horrid crap material and other porn material. Teams of agents, analysts, and attorneys and privacy and civil liberties experts combed through the digital and documentary evidence. Man, this is stupid. Only a fraction of this material would have been aired publicly had Epstein gone to trial. Yeah, so in closed court, you go after people. You don't have to tell us then, but you did nothing. All of this just disappeared to a nothing. Right there. Man, sorry guys, I know I'm ignoring the chat, but I am just hot. Former President Bill Clinton and human trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell, the real boss, I believe, at the door of Jeffrey Epstein's private jet. I think she was more in charge than Epstein, and I think a couple of you guys already agree with that. And you wonder why Epstein list is being and always will be protected. Yep. Agreed. No one's going through a lot of this. I mean, whoo. According to Axios, DOJ, FBI wrapped up their investigation. Epstein died by ending himself, and apparently there was never a client list. Wow, they think we're brain dead cattle. Yep, 2 different documents. These are pictures from Epstein's Island, guys. Hey, look at that. Yeah, that was a big fuck you to Bill Clinton right there going, I got you, bitch. That's what that is. That's an I got you, bitch. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just scanning through a couple of these. Do you believe the FBI's official statement there is no Epstein client list? Nope. I don't. I'm sorry.
Couple
Remember
hundred
this?
pages of documents. But, you know, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept. Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m. Thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Cash is going to, Director Patel, is going to get us a detailed report as to why the FBI withheld all of those documents.
Okay, I want to be clear because I think people got frustrated because they were expecting more. You were expecting more, and you didn't find out less than...
No. I'm sorry. I'm a moron. I am a dumbass and a moron. I am not a ruler of a country or the leader of the FBI, the DOJ. I'm not a lawyer. I'm an auto mechanic. And I'm a quarter-lunged auto mechanic at that. Yet I automatically said bullshit when that bitch is going, this is all I thought it was. Just this little file full of stuff. I didn't know there was truckloads. Bullshit. That was openly known. She thought this little file they sent her was it. Oh, oopsie, I got fooled. Man, I was screaming on this channel about that back then. Probably another reason I got shadow banned by YouTube. Yeah, screw you, YouTube. Not going to stop saying it.
24 hours before the release, you got a whistleblower that confirmed that there were way more documents that they were supposed to turn over.
Or anybody with standard common sense. Anybody with standard common sense knew. Her little file wasn't it.
You found out just before that.
Well, sure. And you're looking at these documents going, these aren't all the Epstein files. You know, there were flight logs, there were names and victims' names. And we're going, where's the rest?
That's not what you told us. Remember that? She gave everybody this file folder. This is it. Bitch, you weren't saying that to us. You were going, gee, it can't be all.
Rest of the stuff. And that's what the FBI had turned over to us. And so a source said, whoa, all this evidence is sitting in the Southern District of New York.
Yeah.
So based on that, I gave them the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI.
No reply. Dude, I hope you're wrong. Well, I just looked over the chat and I can see, I can't wait for Trump to pardon Maxwell. Oh, I'll tell you what, Trump pardons Maxwell, I will burn my hat. I will burn my Trump hat. I will. I'll be done. If there are few things Trump can do to make me not believe in the man anymore, that would be one. If he did that, yeah, I'm done. I would walk away because I'm not in a cult. I follow Megan and have been since she was known as like circuit one to come. I don't think Megan's anything. I think Megan is just a grifter. She went in that with a grift. She knew the prince was a weakling. She knew she could grab him by the nutsack. Or she's got something on him too. Maybe he did something, you know. Boy, no reply. You really threw that grenade in there. I'll tell you, I would. I'd be done with Trump. If he pardons Maxwell, we know 100% for sure what she did. Holy shit. That would be an ending. GTR, what is up, man? By the way, I have been keeping track. The shit in Ireland is getting real. It is getting real over there. Woo! Let's open that. Okay. So what was on Pam's desk? Yeah. Huh. It was just a little file and she thought that was it. It was just a mistake. I would have looked at it and said, the shit is this? This just better be your plan for releasing the shit. Prolific foreshadowing paintings. Yeah, Jay Watterson, 100%. Oh, Hannity. Yeah, dude, come on. Anybody that's watched this channel long enough knows what I think of Hannity. I think I get slimy used car salesman from Hannity right away. Not to be a dick. I get it from Benny Johnson sometimes, though, too. Sorry, Benny. I do. Yeah, you feel used car salesman, National Enquirer type to me. And here's my problem. Okay. I don't want to piss off anybody. I know Benny Johnson does do some good stuff sometimes. But if we're going to play deep state games, Benny Johnson knows all the inner people. He has a huge amount of money backing him. He came onto YouTube and was well over 1 million subscribers like that. Had access to everybody. Had a huge amount of money running his channel and backing it. You could make your own decisions there, but it almost seems like it could have a little bit of disinformation backing. They'll throw somebody under the bus at times. Look over here. Don't look over there. I don't know. But yeah, Hannity, I don't like Hannity. I never have. I've never liked the man. Something about him just gives me the ick. All right. Winston the Dino. How's it going? Winston comes in right away. It's all BS. There was definitely a list, 100%. Or Winston, as we were saying a little bit ago, wording. Because over, where were we? Here. Client list. Watch the wording. It could be a ledger, client ledger. So they'll go later, oh, oopsie. We have a client ledger, not a list. Our bad. All right. And if not, investigate those mentioned in the Maxwell trial. 100%. You people in the U.S. really need to protest this. Oh, dude. Winston, there are going to be people screaming tomorrow. This just came out Sunday night here, and it is now very early Monday morning. Very, very early. You watch right now. This channel right now, I'm not touting myself. I'm a sliver of a nobody here. You watch. We are talking about it first on this channel because we are up and talking about it. In 5, 6, 7 hours from now, this shit is going to be screeching on everybody. Everybody from Tin Pool to Salty Cracker to D-Day Cobra. You name the people. Benny Johnson. You name them. They're all going to be ad nauseum about this today. There's going to be a lot of screeching. There's going to be a lot. This is going to damage Trump one way or another. It really is. Which maybe is part of the deal. Maybe Pam Blondie is the deep state. And she's going to scuttle a lot. But come on, she's doing as little as possible and everything else under Trump, too. Maybe she's the one they told Trump, you take her, you're going to listen to her, or you and your family are going to get offed. I don't know. Just tinfoil time. So was a ledger or a list? Yeah. So was a ledger or a list? Hey, no reply. We're just throwing out guesses here. Because as some of the people in my chat were saying, and I was saying, wording. They say client list, and later they got plausible deniability. Oh, client list. You wanted, no, we have a ledger, though. And they'll say Epstein did not have, right here. Epstein did not have a client list. Ghislaine Maxwell did. Yeah, we never found it on Jeffrey's shit, but we know Ghislaine did. Oh, you wanted that one. Yeah, it's what's going to happen. We were told the Epstein binders was phase 1. Phase 2 has been phased out. Yeah, no shit. God bless the Irish for having the... Oh, we'll try to call that up before we leave here, but yeah. If only our flight long as a Crawford reference with. Yeah. Come on, we've got witnesses from the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. There's tons of other witnesses that have come out and spoken openly. You've got the client list we know Ghislaine Maxwell had. You got thousands of hours and gigabytes of data. But, as I'm going back to, no further charges are expected with the investigation at Epstein. No one. Poof. We can't see a single face, not a single name, and all this shit. Yep, this is going to go down as one of the biggest cover-ups in history. All right, what was that was over here? There it is. Yes. Yep, Jay Watterson, we showed this picture on my stream before. Let me see if I can go to pull it up. Oh, Luke Rudkowski. I think I follow Luke. But yeah, see, as you guys can see, I was looking through a lot of this stuff. Jeffrey Epstein victim. I spent the last 17 years of my own prison for what Jeffrey, and all the conspirators did to me. I'm not going to say what that rest of that was on YouTube. There's a constant stream of girls being badat over and over again. Yeah, so come on. She was sentenced for trafficking nobody. Yeah. Yeah, we showed that pictures Luke Rudkowski had. Here, let me find Luke. Hang on. Let's just do this. I'll go to Luke. And there he is. Yep. I know Luke is going to be losing his mind over this stuff. Yep. Name the band. Yep. This is what Jay Watterson sent, one of the links he sent. Yeah, we showed, remember, when we were going off about this months ago, we showed all this. There were pallets full of this shit. Pallets that they showed on Epstein Island. It's stupid. Let's see what people are saying, too. Okay, let's see. Yeah, remember this headline. Remember that the contents of the safe disappeared and returned 4 days later in suitcases. Oopsie. Yeah. Remember, I do remember that now. Yeah, some of the stuff disappeared in the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, and then some just reappeared. Yeah. There you go. They're on my desk for review. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Huh?
Evidence of a client list. There is no evidence Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide and no evidence of a client list existing. The Epstein thing is over. There never was an Epstein Island.
Now you see that? Somebody made this. And look at the mouth. It matches almost perfect and everything. You're going to tell me suddenly we found a security camera that worked in the hallway, just shows an empty hallway. Dude, this is our government, the high-powered people. This is something somebody did at home right here we're looking at in this meme. Imagine what these high-powered people can do with just an empty hallway. They don't even have to do anything fancy like this. Face, moving hands, background, cool guy we know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, all that. Put a voice on it that matches the words that are coming out of the mouth. An empty hallway is nothing. No way are we gonna believe you.
Island. There is no evidence Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide and no evidence of a client list existing. The Epstein thing is over. There never was an Epstein Island. There is no evidence Jeffrey...
Yeah. Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah, so here we go. Now, another one of those people going to try to say it's just all Trump. Once again, somebody would have released it on Trump. They were trying to stop Trump. They would have released it on Trump. It would have, if for nobody else, they would have released it on Trump and stopped Trump. So, nope. I'm not going to say that. But I will go back to my tinfoil and say maybe Trump's being threatened. We will end your whole family. With the people this shit can nail, there's enough power to maybe take out everybody in Trump's bubble. I mean, seriously, think about the power brokers we could be talking about here. Kings. Yep. We could have presidents, whatever you want to call them. Congressmen of any country, parliament, whatever. All around the world. So imagine the power that's there. Trump is a speck compared to that. They look at him and go, whatever, pink, if they wanted. That's tinfoil time. No clients, no blackmail, just the love of the game, yeah. I'm just looking through some of these, yeah. Oh, boy. Yep. Yeah, like that. She did say the client list is on there. You guys called it, so let me see what that was. I saw you post another link. We're not going to spend too much more time on this. I want to talk about the Texas thing a little bit, but yeah, I mean, just what the shite. Let's see here. There we go. What's that? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to go off tangent on the whole coronavirus, panda flu thing again. But I don't know. But I don't know. Vivek has gone a little weird himself. But nah, there's just too much stinking about this. This Epstein thing stinks. And I'm telling you, we're going to see shit hitting the fan today. I don't know if I bookmarked anything better or not. Oh, I had that. We played that. I think we saw my bookmarks on it. Yeah. I say I had Luke in there, guys. Jay Watterson, I had Luke in there already. Because this one, I was looking at the names people were giving them in the band names for these guys. Some of them were pretty good. The Pretenders. Ouch. Ouch. I know, here's what this person, hey, maybe this lady's right. But I don't think so. They're past the point of this. When you're openly saying no charges expected, there's nope, everything's good. I know this is probably a huge stretch, but maybe they are planning some kind of operation to take down a bunch of people on the list and they can't release names yet. When? How much more colorful effing time do you need? How much more godforsaken evidence do you need? Yeah, I realize how dumb that sounded when I typed it. I just don't want to believe they have been compromised somehow. Ooh, the pedo protectors. Ouch. Hootie and the Blow Israel bitch. Oh my God. Oof. Oof. Once again, we're going to believe their footage out they put out. Oopsie, one camera did work in a hallway. One. We're going to believe that when people can make this at home. Come on. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Yep. I had high hopes for the dude in the middle. Yeah, we all did. Two Lie Crew, good one. Yep, lost trust. Kobe's daughter is still working at the DOJ. Yeah. And Diddy gets off, as you guys said. I don't think I had any more bookmarked on this. I was just, I'm not, why is she still in office? So, yeah, I think we're going to move on to Little Texas, but my God, guys, I'm going to look at the chat for a little bit and talk with you guys. Let's see here. I don't think his son's named after Vivek. Remember, J.D. Vance's wife is Indian. So I don't think that's what it was. People said something about that before, and I said, no, it's because of what his wife wanted. Winston, sorry, I liked Trump, but this absolutely flipped my view. I wanted so badly for the names to be released. I'm not sure this is on Trump. I mean, I think Trump really wants this stuff released, but what if, once again, what if he's being lied to? Come on, you had generals lying to Trump before. Trump said, pull out soldiers. They said, yep, we're doing it. And then they didn't. This could be the same type of thing. Donald Trump is handling a lot of shit right now. Or, like I said, tinfoil time again. He's been told, let this one go. Let this one go, or that bullet through the ear will be least of your worries. Hey, Barron? Boy, that would be really crappy if that happened to Barron and Melania and, all the rest. Holy crap. All right. Let's see. It's really backstrap Trump. Why we need to watch J.D. Vance? I don't know if I trust Vance. I trust Vance a lot more than I trust, Pam Bondi. So the FBI is going to bust the CIA. Seems like one agency protecting the other. No reply. What makes you think they're not the same agency? What makes you think that by this time the FBI and the CIA aren't just one agency, just different branches thereof under different letters? I think that is like this. You might as well just call it the Integrated Services Branch, the ISB. How's that? Yep, you might as well call it that. It's the Integrated Services Branch. FBI is the left arm, CIA is the right arm. It's the only difference. All right. You see J.D. Vance joining Elon's political party? I don't think so. Because I believe that would destroy J.D. Vance's chance of becoming president of the United States. If he betrays the MAGA people, he will never be president. Elon's party will never be big enough to take down MAGA. Will it be big enough to cause the Republicans to lose the presidential election? Possibly. But there is no way Elon's party will ever be bigger than MAGA and put J.D. Vance in the White House then. Let's see. I need Powell to hold up a video. Yellow photo claim, yellow cake, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I still don't believe Vivek on that. I've read a lot on that, and I don't think that's exactly what happened on the COVID thing. All right, let's see. Promises made, promises denied. The hopium has run out. Well, promises made and promises kept in a lot of ways. And I will still say that Trump has kept more promises than any president in my lifetime. Any president in my lifetime. Will we get this? Probably not now. Do I want to know whose fault it is? Fuck yeah. If I had to guess, I'd say my nice integrated services branch. The handshake of the FBI, CIA. I would say they've threatened family. I actually heard Vivek's name a good amount. He was highly thought of in his state. And they were talking about him running for stuff. Justin Trudeau is Castro's illegitimate son. Dude, you look at the pictures. It's hard to deny. And he's got the same leanings as Castro, if we noticed. Well, all I know is if J.D. Vance goes to Elon's party, J.D. Vance will never be president of the United States. Nobody's going to tell me that Elon's new party is going to be bigger than MAGA. It won't happen. I don't think so. They'd have to come out and something insane would have to come out on Trump to ever make that happen. There is no MAGA after Trump. I don't know. I don't agree. If you got somebody right, it depends how somebody in his orbit does during this administration. There's a possibility of it continuing. J.D. Vance could be a leader, and there are other people that could be. I did at the time. I did read a lot of the court documents at the time. Because I was kind of into the whole COVID thing. Somebody with my lung problem, you're into it. Trust me. All right. Checking on Rumble. All right. I see you guys there. Thank you very much. All right. But all I'm going to say is in closing, I think this is bullshit. I think you're going to see a shitstorm for the next week. I don't think anybody's going to believe this. And I'm not sure how many people are going to be accepting of this no matter who they are. Do I think Trump is doing this to save himself? Not because he's involved with Epstein. Remember, Trump's the one guy who turned Epstein in and helped prosecute him. That's a weird way to do things. Anything Trump may be doing would be because of threats. Well, we're going to remove your family. And I still say with the power involved possibly on this list, Ledger, whatever, Trump is a speck compared to that much power. So do what we say on this one. You can have all your other bullshit. Leave this one alone or else you disappear. But I think you're going to see some shit hit the fan today. I think it's going to be crazy. Not Elon can be president, but he was starting a party, Bunny. He's starting another political party to go up against MAGA, and he's going to try to split MAGA, and it's not going to work. It will not work. They are not going to transfer that much people to put a J.D. Vance if he went with them or anybody else in power. You got about as good a chance of the Libertarian Party getting in there. Elon doesn't give a crap about the people. His political party idea is just another massive ego trip. I think so too. He feels butthurt. Elon's a little goofy anyway. He did some good, but Elon, if you look through his life, he's a little skitty at times. He gets all over. But I don't think, I think this is going to go over really badly. Really bad. That's just, it's going to get ugly. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino slams the New York Times for poorly thought out hit piece. I'm not sure. I think even Dan Bongino's stellar record is taking a hit from this. I really do. He's not building a technocratic party. It's not going to, people aren't going to go from MAGA to being technocratic. They're not going to do that. Too many MAGA people are paying attention to stuff like that. And they are stink-eyeing, and they're not going to vote that way. And a lot of the lefties won't do it because they look at what Musk did as a betrayal anyway on them. So Musk's party is not going to be big enough to do anything. I don't care who's backing him. All it can do is be a spoiler, and that's it. I don't think it can do anything else. Man. So, do you guys think that Pam Bondi is going to face enough heat over this, or you think it's still going to be just something she's going to dance around? So, yeah. MAGA doesn't have to join. Well, they're not going to get a president then. I'm just telling you, you're not going to get enough support of another party to get anything done. People have tried many times. Democrats, Republicans have everything taken care of right now and ruled. MAGA has really pulled the Republicans where they don't want to be because they're lazy. So I don't think any party's going to do anything. I don't give a rat's nut who's backing them. That's my opinion. We don't have to agree. I do not think they are going to do anything. MAGA is the most of the Republican Party. And a lot of Democrats will never join a Musk party. So they are going to be nowhere. That is my point of view. Could I be wrong? Could I be looking back in 3 years from now going, well, shit. Possibly. That's my opinion. He's too much of a D-Rug user. Nice. Yeah. All right. Well, shit, you guys. Stuff in Texas is nuts. Oh, by the way, and I haven't said this yet. Please do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. Well, at least like for the stream. Subscribe if you like, or share it out to somebody else you think might be interested. Yes, I am losing my voice, so we're going to move on. Welcome to all you guys on Rumble. I see you over there. That is the link to the YouTube chat if you don't have an account and can chat on Rumble. All right. Let me see here. GTR. I agree with that. Yep. Bondi will just deny. Actually, I'm not sure she's going to deny. I think she's just going to come out and go, well, that was our findings, or she's going to stay silent and put other people out there. Dude, I would not like to be Carolyn Levitt today. How would you like her job today? Whoa. No, I'm sure people are pissed enough she'll catch a load of, Thing is, she's going to duck it all. Carolyn Levitt is going to be right out there in the open, though, taking that heat today. Oof. That girl better be ready for the shit's coming at her today at the White House press briefing. But let's go on to Texas, guys, because we know Texas is having a hell of a time. I'm sorry, my voice is screwy. I'm going to have to get up and get something to drink again here in a second. Texas braces for more rain as death toll mounts to at least 82, with dozens missing. Jeez Louise. And there's already people trying to blame this on Trump, too. Trump is the new Jew. Everything goes wrong. It's the Jews. Oh my God, my toenail fell out. It's the Jews. My car has a weird wear on the left front tire. It's the Jews. Now everything, it's the Trump. Texas got a lot of rain where they always have a lot of flash floods. It's Trump. An airplane crashes in Canada. It's Trump. Yes, there's been plane crashes around the world they blame on Trump in foreign airlines. So Trump is the new, it's the Jews. Heard people saying that today. Trump did this. Oh, geez Louise. Here's the latest. Rising death toll. At least 82 people have died and dozens are still missing. Devastating floods hit central Texas. This is in Kerr County, the hardest hit area. At least 40 adults and 28 children have been killed, officials say. Damn it. Rescuers are still searching for at least 41 missing people, according to state and local officials. Among them, and those are just the ones that they know about are missing. How many people are we going to find out later? Nobody knew, they lived alone, or maybe somebody thought they were somewhere else, or just, oh, this person wasn't around, or we didn't know somebody lived here. There's going to be more, and it's going to be, God damn, this is bad. Among them are 10 girls and 1 counselor from Camp Mystic. An all-girls summer camp along the Guadalupe River that rose more than 20 feet in less than 2 hours. Man. New rain has already started to swell waterways in Kerr County. That's crazy. Man. And I've been to Texas. I don't know how many of you guys have been to Texas. Hell, some of you might live in Texas. Texas has whole areas where signage is everywhere warning you about flash floods. Every time I've been to Texas, I'm always noticing the signs. Watch, they know they have this problem. It's like, shit. I mean, it's just crazy. Several camps along the Guadalupe River are located in areas known to flood. Known to flood, guys. Come on, CNN. Known to flood. Yeah, it's crazy. Man. Yeah, I think Dick Eastland here, he died saving some girls, or trying to save some girls from this camp. He gave his life trying to save them. I mean, that's bad. The Guadalupe River flood, which is a 1 in 100 year event. Yeah, we can't plan for everything, guys. Mother Nature can be a total hoe bag when she wants to be. Mother Nature can look at you and me and go, 100-year event. We can't plan for everything that's going to happen in 100 years. If that was going to be true, then there'd be whole areas around the Mississippi River. Nobody would build a damned thing. So we can't always be, oh, but this might happen in 100 or 200 years. So, as bad as it is, shit, Mother Nature. Was a 100 year, 1 in 100 year event, meaning it has about a 1% chance of happening any given year. But dude, once again, I've been to Texas. There is a shitload of flash flood. Watch out for flash flood area signs everywhere. Man, so I don't know how much you guys been down there, but Texas is like that. It is a well-known problem. We were down there the last time we went through was after an area of flooding. There were still roads closed last time we were down through Texas. It's like, whoa. All right, let's see. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's up. It's 82 or more. Like I said, there's still a lot missing. So it's because they do cloud seeding in that part of Texas. A direct result of cloud seeding. I didn't hear there was any cloud seeding involved with this one. Now people are talking about China and some other countries do a lot of cloud seeding. That's happened in was it Saudi Arabia or something like that not too long ago? They admitted they were cloud seeding and they caused it. I don't think they do a lot of cloud seeding there that caused this. I've heard nothing that cloud seeding causes. I think if this many people died and cloud seeding had caused it, they'd already be screaming about it. Somebody would be. As much as I think there are conspiracies that are real, you can't cover everything. You can't say everything can be covered instantly. No. I think this would have been already out. If it was cloud seeding, somebody would have said something. Somebody that worked at an airport, I was looking at radar going, no. You can look at radar tracks on your computer. I think if this was cloud seeding, I'm ready to be wrong, but I think if this was cloud seeding cause, we'd already know. They would be everywhere talking about it. So, well, no reply. I haven't seen or heard anything about any proof about cloud seeding. So maybe we'll see. We'll find out in the next probably week, Because if there was, there's going to be some major hell to pay. Major hell to pay. I have 2 exes in Texas, and that's the truth. Oh, my God. Oh. Well, GTR, some places they do it, like in Saudi Arabia, because they don't get enough rain. There are some areas that do it because they don't get enough rain. Then there's other people that say, they're just trying to screw with us. It depends on which side you're looking at. Sometimes they're doing it because they need it to in some areas of the world. Some are paying people are just doing it because they're evil. So I think maybe somewhere between there. A little bit on the we don't get enough rain, a little bit of not being careful enough. All right, so let's see, where am I at here? Okay. I know my voice is getting rough. Probably another 20 or 30 minutes I'm going to have to get off here because I got a long day and my voice is crap. Man. Let's see. But no, this is... But I don't know. Once again, how many of you guys have been to Texas and seen all the signs everywhere? This is not something that's not expected in Texas, in a way. It's crazy how much this happens. But yeah, I mean, some of this is crazy. Have you seen this? Watch this. This is one of the time lapses. Now look at the timestamp up here. 4/7, so that's July 4th, 2025, 17:10. That's 5:10 p.m. Watch this shit. Watch how fast this goes up. Watch that timestamp. Really close. You ready? Here we go. Watch this. Those people standing there. Boom. Now that water came in. That water's fine. That's average right there. That's a little high, but that's pretty average. Watch this shit. The water comes in right there. Look at that. Right there. 17:14. 5:14 p.m. Watch this. Watch what happens. How quick. Jeez. Look at that. And I know I stopped it late. I even gave it extra time, but look at that damn thing. That is scary. And by the way, this isn't just in Texas. There's flooding going on in parts of the UK. There's flooding going on. What was it? Is it Italy? They're having a bunch of flooding. Partially, it's our own fault. There's people everywhere. We put pavement everywhere. Water has rough time just draining into soil anymore. We have runoff from so much shit anymore. It's not good. That is really up. Like I said, if you look at that, see where these trucks are, it ends up there. I mean, I think it ends up right by this sign right here, right by this tree. Okay, right to all but glitter, creeping up. Right there. Right there. That's crazy. You think there from here. It goes from down here in this little valley clear up to there. Right here. Whew. That's fast. That is damn fast. I mean, jeez. Here it comes. Woof. And those guys taking off, too. Backing up. Trees getting inundated. Wow. Man. Nope, that's music. Nope. I probably already got nailed by the other one, but oh well. Before, July 4th, 2025, before. This was before the flooding, and an hour later. Whoa! Look how far down that is under the bridge and everything. That's crazy. See how far that is below the edge of that bridge right there? God dang. An hour later. Damn. That's nuts. Well, all I'm going to say, no reply, is then somebody better start proving that cloud seeding caused this. Somebody should be calling it out then. It should be out on the news. If it's not, I'm not going to just automatically say that somebody cloud seeded and caused this. They have a lot of rain down there. They got more rain coming. As far as I know, they didn't have a drought this year. They didn't need cloud seeding. So, unless you think people were just going up in the air to kill people. But I don't know. Last I knew, they didn't have a drought down there. I got friends live down there, so they haven't had a drought this year. So I don't know why they'd be doing it anyway then. I prescribe people can be stupid and make mistakes. I don't think everybody in the planet's just evil trying to go, let's wash people away. But who knows? I could be wrong. We'll see. Let's find out in a week. And I'm not, even if somebody cloud seeded, it doesn't always mean we're going to have major floods. They've got floods down there as it is. That is nuts. I have no problem putting tinfoil hats on sometimes, but not too often. Yep, let's see here. Yep, saw that. He's just posting the same thing. Same one, same one. Same one. Now everybody likes to put music to it. Now why do you need music to it? Oh yeah, here's one. God dang, man. That music too? Nope. Okay. Now they didn't need to speed this up, really. Speeding it up kind of made it stupid. You know, as a truck just floated by. Sorry, I'm skipping because that speed up thing sucks. Yeah, I don't need to do that. Don't need to make it super fast. I wonder if I can slow the playback. There we go. Let's do that. Let's make a little more sense here. That's still fast. Jeez, guys. You don't need to do that stupidity. We can do it ourselves if we want. That makes a little more sense. He was bouncing through his shots so fast it was hard to see anything that way. No reply. I know what they do, what they would say they do cloud seeding for. But once again, if cloud seeding caused this, then there better be people up on charges in the next week. That's all I'm saying. I do not think cloud seeding caused this. Could I be wrong? Yes. If there's people up on charges in 5 days for doing stupid shit, yep. Because I don't think if anybody cloud seeded and caused this, they're just going to let everybody walk. Somebody's going to have to be going down for this if somebody did this. You off this many people, call this big a disaster across all these towns and lakes and wiping away whole camps of girls. Nobody's going to get away free if they cloud seeded and did this. Somebody's going down. So, we'll see. But jeez, that really comes up. I've been around a couple places that were flooded. Mississippi River's too big to go this fast, but we get some pretty bad floods around here. But not these little rivers that just go woof. Now, Duck Creek in Iowa over on the Iowa side does that. It gets a little nutty. Duck Creek has caused some major problems in Davenport and Bettendorf. You know, Duck Creek is kind of the size of some of the rivers down south and out west. When it gets up along the bridge, starts eating the trees. Oop, there goes that tree. There goes the tree. Bloop, goodbye, tree. And under we go. Man. Let's eat some. It's crazy. This guy, whoever time-lapsed this, needs their nuts kicked. They messed it up by time-lapsing it this fast. That's as slow as I can slow it. And it's still skipping that much. Now, I know why they say they do cloud seeding, but I'm not automatically going to say cloud seeding caused this. If there was, we're going to see some charges over it. We'll find out. This isn't an Epstein list, by the way, so Epstein list, you can get away with it because you got all these high-profile people. Cloud seeding and you off 100 people, you're in trouble. Oh, hey, look, he did this too. Oh, Asmund Gold. Well, let's see. But, man. Ooh, I had to get racial in here? Really? Somebody got racial over these floods? What? Houston TikToker and Democrat activist Sade, or is that Sade? I don't know how they pronounce that. Perkins hurls racist tirade at white Texas flood victims? What? You're kidding. With all this going on, some Democrats still found a way to be a racist? What? You're kidding. What? Her? What the hell's the thing in the middle of her forehead?
I've been scrolling through videos and pictures on my mom's phone.
Really good friends lost a daughter that was at Camp Mystic. They've just had so much loss that,
Man.
I mean, it's unimaginable. And then, you know, they're still pulling people out of the river, and we don't even know to the extent of who we know that has lost their lives.
My friend Nene was just so funny. I've been scrolling through videos and pictures on my mom's phone and watching it over and over again. Her dancing when she's excited. She was so nice, and I just miss her so much.
This chick's actually making fun of this shit. That's stupid. God damn. Oh, yeah, here it is. Here we go. Camp Mystic, yeah. Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, yeah. This is the chick who was coming out just the other day saying that we need to have a revolution to take down the government, or Trump's government. Bitch, you ain't even in this country anymore. F off. You want to be a part of the conversation? Stay here. You don't go hide in another country and then tell us what to do back here. Maybe you should have stayed your rich ass here. Blames President Trump making cuts to the Weather Service. Yeah, that caused it. The National Weather Service office that services the affected area had extra staff during the storms. Yep. Yeah, the Weather Service actually put out, here's all our staff. It was more. It's like, jeez. Yeah, I'll say that. This is a good point here. Remember what Biden's FEMA did? Yeah. They were giving FEMA money to illegal aliens and then telling North Carolina and Hawaii and Ohio to fuck off. Yep. Pennsylvania, too. Remember the trains? Did jack shit for American citizens. I cannot believe how many asshats in Hawaii voted for Kamala. You guys are friggin' idiots. Anybody in North Carolina that voted for Kamala, you are a dumb jackass. We know what they did. They were caught. Memos. People verbally caught on video. There were witnesses videoing these people going around and avoiding. They were threatening to arrest anybody who was helping their neighbors. That's great. Oh, I love this. I want New York to keep spending. New York voted to re-up their hotels out of their own pocket. Fine. Do it. Girl, you brought this upon... here's what she said.
Y'all called the fucking news on me. Y'all called the fucking news on me. I wasn't going to post anymore, but I think it's really funny how my little voice and my little 7,000 followers has garnered enough attention to where y'all want me to make a public statement.
Because you're a twat. Because you're a twat waffle. If this hit like the Bronx and washed out tons of black people and some white person, I don't care if they had 2 followers that are going, yep, you brought it on yourself, being ghetto black people down there offing each other. God said, wipe them away. Jesus the screeching. But hey, once again, black girl can say whatever she wants. That's black privilege, everybody. That is part of the black fatigue. People are tired of this shit.
And I gave one. I definitely gave one. Wouldn't have been my first time having a news interview. If you look up my name, and I'm sure y'all have seen it, I have, tons of news articles written about me and the work that I've done. So,
yeah, I'll bet.
So, okay. She asked me for a statement. I gave her one. And I told her what it was. And I think that this is like...
This is real funny. By the way, you guys notice the obligatory I'm a left-tard woman nose ring. Mark of the beast right there. Pretty much, I'm sorry ladies, even if you could be the most intelligent, right-leaning, center person out there. You could be non-party, no party, none. I see a nose ring in you, I'm already on guard. The nose ring is the mark of the female lefty moron these days. It's automatic. It's like they all have to have it. Clip. Woohoo! Part of the party.
On one hand, it's definitely funny because I'm over here kikiing for sure. But do not negate the fact, all right? These are white people using their white power, all right, to try.
Who's marching in the streets the last decade or so doing power symbols? I don't see a lot of white people. White power! Iquenso ocha, Iquenso ocha. Good movie, by the way. Yeah, no. It's black power. Black people walk around with shirts, black power. Black people are amazing. BLM. Black lives. Yeah, I don't see white power. There's black people in my gym that wear wear black power stuff. Yeah, imagine that the other way around. By the way, I'm still waiting for the Caucasian Entertainment Channel. Yeah. We don't have the whole networks just for white people. That would be racist. But hey, BET can have 15 channels. So can Univision.
Try to bring me down, I guess. But the fact that it's just not working is even more hilarious. Y'all have called Princeton. Mind you, my fellowship with Princeton was 2 years ago. The work that I did is already done, and the money...
The fact that somebody like this went to Princeton says a lot. Says a lot about some of these highfalutin colleges. And by the way, how do you go through Princeton not speaking English properly? She's ghetto speeching. Yeah, I know I said that wrong, purposely. She's ghetto speeching. But she went through Princeton. Can you say DEI?
I've been paid, has already been paid and spent. So that's done. So reaching out to them is doing absolutely nothing. I mean, you're just making your fingers sore, typing all the letters.
Because I'm a privileged black girl and I don't give a shit. I got through Princeton on DEI. I can do whatever I want. I got my nose ring. I'm part of the crew. I can make fun of whatever I want. Hey, I'm black. I get that privilege.
And when it comes to our Houston Food...
Sorry, it's a fact, people.
Food Insecurity Board, I'm probably going to make a separate video about that because I got a few choice words
for Mayor Whitmore. Again, y'all called the mayor's office. I have not been on the Food Insecurity Board since January, so again, you've done nothing but make your fingers sore.
I like how we call it Food Insecurity Board. How about just food stamps? How about welfare? Oh no, Food Insecurity Board. My food has never been insecure. Okay, a few of them have before they got hunted. Man, all right. There will be no consequences for the flooding at all. Deadly combination of deep tropical moisture causes with God's will. I don't know. Let's see. Now, I'm going to say if cloud seeding caused it, there will be consequences. Because, no, I'm going to say there would be. You don't get to off a whole camp full of girls and just dance away unless, well, you're Epstein. Or Ghislaine Maxwell. How's that? Unless you're Ghislaine Maxwell. You don't get to dance away after taking out a whole camp full of girls. Only Maxwell can do that. Whole camp. All right. Let's see. There's no legal framework for holding somebody accountable. Yeah, there's tons of legal framework for holding somebody accountable. It's called oh God. See, I'm dumb, but there's a phrase for it. It's gross negligence is one. And there's others, it doesn't even matter. You don't have to mean to do it. There's involuntary manslaughter. There's many, many mechanisms in our government, our laws, to hold somebody accountable for this. We've held people accountable for less. So this would be easy. All right. By the way, guys, Texas National Guard was out there rescuing people. So were the Coast Guard. Coast Guard was bringing their stuff they usually use for ocean rescues inland. They were rescuing a lot of people. Coast Guard was being epic down there. So don't forget our Coast Guard people. They were doing a hell of a job. They were pulling out a shitload of people. And those guys are ballsy. They will bring, no, I'm sorry. National Guard, you're great. The Coast Guard people are badass. They will bring those copters right down to the water. They'll set them in it if they have to rescue people. They are trained. That is what Coast Guard does day in, day out around this country, sometimes around the world. So, I mean, damn. Damn. A lot of good rescues going on, but look at that. Scott Ruskin rescued 165 people in the Texas floods on his first ever official rescue mission. Fuck, that's amazing, isn't it? That is an American hero. 100% reposting that. Yeah, exactly. Alejandro Mayorkas during the North Carolina flood. Going shopping. Christy Nome, yeah, she was down there. I don't care whether you like her or not, she was down there. She's been pretty active in a lot of stuff. I will say that from Trump's picks, she's been pretty good. Do I agree with her every time? Nope. But she has been pretty active of getting involved with stuff, getting on the scene, and get her feet dirty if she has to. Mayorkas couldn't be bothered half time to even tell us the truth. Man. 27-year-old man dies while saving his fiancée, children, and mom during the Texas flash floods. I'm sorry, I'm not going to make it. I love y'all, were his last words. Damn. When Ryan realized 911 wouldn't be able to save them in time as water rushed into the home, he punched a glass window so they could escape to the roof. The glass nearly severed his arm, cutting an artery. Fighting through the injury, Ryan successfully got his family to the roof. He sadly passed away from blood loss due to the injury to his arm. His body was found hours later. Damn. That's men. Sometimes you don't have time to think. If you had time to think, you wrap something around your arm and do that. Or kick that window, but sometimes you ain't got time to think. You act. Man. Way too much of this. Coast Guard rescue swimmer. Yep. We talked about him. 165. God, look at that view. Look how fast that is going. Dude, there is nobody swimming in that. You get caught in that, you're screwed. Man. Scary shit. That's another thing I'm going to say. Okay, once again, we can disagree, guys. I'm not going to say that nobody's going to get in trouble for this. This is going to cost an insurance companies billions. Okay, maybe not billions. Maybe $1 billion. This is going to bury some insurance companies. This is going to bury people that are very rich in big companies. They got pulled with government. This is going to bury governments down there. Somebody, if they did this, will be held accountable. I cannot say with this much damage, this much money lost, nobody would be held accountable. Even if you want to say, oh, they don't care about the lives lost, money still talks. You cost billions to companies, billions to our government, billions in damage to cities, counties, states. No, somebody's going down if they did it. That's me. What was that? Show this face, this type of rhetoric. Oh, what do we got here?
Just predominantly vote red too. So guess what? That orange cunt isn't coming to help you either. He canceled FEMA. Yep. So y'all on your own. You just have your wonderful Governor Abbott that doesn't give a fuck about you to help you out while you're all fucking drowning. Good luck to you. Hope you all get what you voted for. Go get some floaties. My compassion is fucking this predominantly.
That dumb biatch. I'm not gonna wish well on her. I'm not gonna wish well on this person at all. FEMA was canceled by Biden, giving away the money and telling people don't help people in Trump areas. This is a horrid human here, my opinion. By the way, look what she got in her nose. Look, the obligatory left hard nose ring. Man, I swear it's the mark of the beast with these people. Camp Mystic. That's... wow. That's a house. Whoa. Was that a house floating down the river with somebody in it? Whoa. There's somebody in that house. It's floating. You see that shit? There's people in there. Right here. There's people in there.
There's people in it.
Oh my God. Dude, get out of there. If that goes down, you get caught up in that?
So many people in it.
I know I'm probably going to get canceled.
What the shit? Sorry, I can't get by that.
There's people in it. Oh my God, there's so many people in it.
I know I'm probably going to get canceled for this, but Camp Mystic is a whites-only girls Christian.
Holy shit. I did not see that coming when I clicked this. Holy shit. We gotta go race on this?
In camp. They don't even have a token Asian. They don't.
Show me where it says it's whites only. I've never heard anything about whites only with this. I was looking up stuff on the camp earlier. I found nothing that said whites only. We all know that's not allowed. We can have a blacks only place. Whites only? Yeah, try it. Holy shit. These people are mental. What the absolute fuck is wrong with these people? We don't even have a token Asian. Do you hear yourself? You are a total twat. What the shit? Don't even have a token Asian or black person. So what? How many ads on BET have a token white person? My God, that's not a retard.
They don't have a token black person. It is a all white, white only.
By the way, this is our girl, Sade. I was just showing you a little bit ago. This is her again. This is her.
Conservative Christian camp. If you ain't white, you ain't right, you ain't getting in, you ain't going.
Show me, bitch. This chick is racist. To any of you in Texas, if you ever see this, never vote for this woman. In fact, she should be removed from any office right now. This is racist.
Period. And
she's being racist over the death of these girls.
I think that context needs to be said in this matter. It's not to say that we don't want the girls to be found.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you really want them found alive. You racist twat. Show me where it says whites only.
Whatever girls that are missing or whatever right now. But you...
By the way, I'm going to go by her own... I'm going to use her own parameters here. It's a whites only church. Hey, oh yeah? Walk into a Southern Baptist church, you... I know that word you can't use on YouTube. Walk into a lot of Southern Baptist church. Find a white face, you bitch. Hey, guess what? Southern Baptists also have girls' camps. Yeah, it's going to be like playing Where's Waldo to find a white girl there. But hey, I'm sure that's okay. The all-black girls' camps are fine. But the all-white girls' camp, now that's a problem. Racist is what she is.
Best believe, especially in today's political...
She's showing pictures of these. We don't know if these are the girls, but there's a chance she's showing the pictures of girls who are dead because of this flood. And she's shitting all over them because of their skin color. Imagine this the other way around. An all-black Southern, Baptist girls' school got washed away. And a white woman was doing this. Sometimes reversing stuff is valid. Reverse it. Holy shit. Whew. If it suddenly sounds racist to you then, yeah, you're the racist. If it only sounds racist one way, you're the racist. Either way, that'd be racist. This is crap.
Climate. If this were a group of Hispanic girls, especially with them being in East Texas, it should be most likely Hispanic. If this were a group of Hispanic girls out there, this would not be getting this type of coverage that they're getting. No one would give a fuck.
Woo! Woo! You know what? White, black, Hispanic, Asian, we all tend to hang out with our own colors. It's not to do with racism. We have things in common. That's why black people hang out with black people more often. So if you're going to say white people are racist because there aren't enough black people hanging around with them, you can say the same thing the other way, bitch. How many white friends do you think she's got? Come on, how many? I'm betting very few. And if she does, they got the nose ring. They're the white apologists.
And all these white people, the parents of these little girls, would be saying things like they need to be deported, they shouldn't have been here in the first place, and yada, yada, yada. So before y'all come at me, before y'all start leaving hate comments on my page about, oh, these are just kids and they don't know no better, the parents of these children who are choosing, and it is a choice in 2025, it is definitely a freaking choice to go into East goddamn Texas and to make a all-white enclave.
Show me. Show me where it says that. You are a racist hoe bag. I am really trying to stay away from the few words I know YouTube will friggin' stomp on. Not like they don't stomp on me anyway. Game 6, lose 6. Game 3, lose 3. Screw you, YouTube. This woman is a pure racist. Yes, because how dare white people have anything? Hey, black people can have their thing. Asian can have their thing. Hispanic can have their thing. But whiteys? How dare you? We are facing a huge amount of white racism in the world today. It is crazy. You don't see them saying, hey, why can't Africa be a little whiter? Nope. Why can't Mexico have more white people? Nope. But you whiteys, you better put some browns in there.
Exclusionary just for white people, with all the black people in East Texas,
Show
with
me.
all the Hispanic people in East Texas somehow.
Whoa, wait. I don't know about you, but this girl right here up front, look at the pictures. Look at the picture she's looking through saying this shit. This girl right here is not white. This girl here is definitely Hispanic. If this girl here is white, damn, get her to the hospital. Look at this shit. Yeah, a lot of white girls, but look, that's a Hispanic girl, and this chick here is brown. So as this bitch is saying shit, she's showing pictures of, hey, look, diversity. By the way, if I'm looking at that shirt right, the chick in the background right here is wearing, that it looks like a Telemundo tee. As in, she's probably Hispanic. Maybe lighter Hispanic, but that looks like a Telemundo shirt. Holy shit. This is stupid. I mean, seriously, look at this shit. She's ranting like this about white people. This is insane. And this is a brown girl and a Hispanic girl right there, as she's denying they have any. Holy shit. I mean, look at this shit. She's going there, and she's just going through with her rant, not noticing. Chick on the left is definitely Hispanic. Look at this. That's a Hispanic girl. And this right here, though, just... I see some different skin tonage in there. But if I don't, who cares? I'm sure if it's an all-black school, she wouldn't give a shit, right? I mean, shit right here. I see some darker tones if you start looking, but that one's real bad. There's at least a Hispanic and a black girl in there. Man, I see different skin tones in the faces. Sorry, guys.
You have carved out an all-white, whites-only enclave.
I already just proved that, bitch. Plus, who cares? What if nobody black wants to go to that church? What if they're all at the Southern Baptist Church? What if the Hispanic people are at the Catholic Church? This may not be Catholic. Does anybody realize how many Hispanics are Catholic? It's a fuckload. What if this is not a Catholic church? What if this is Lutheran? What if this is Pentecostal or something? You're just assuming. Sorry, this chick's
in
pissing
East
me
Texas for your white children. Yeah, I have a problem with that.
I don't know. Chick right there looks Hispanic. Got a lot of white girls there, so what?
I'm with that.
80 brown girls, not racist. 80 white girls, racist.
I have a big problem with that. Once again, this is no
I bet
shade
you
to the
do.
girls. I hope they all get found. But once again, y'all have
Nobody
to
believes
understand
you.
the climate that we're living
Why?
in.
Hey, look. Look. The girl on the right, totally Hispanic. Hey, maybe you should look at the pictures as you're bitching about them.
They want you to have sympathy for these people. They want you to get out of your bed and to come out of your home.
No. You know what? This is just adding to the black fatigue. You do not see white people come out and bitch about this. They don't give a shit what color little girls are when they're missing. White people are out there going, shit, find the girls. Then you got black people popping up doing this shit. Well, there aren't enough browns in there. It was obviously an all-whites church, an all-whites camp. Which, by the way, the pictures prove wrong. This is black fatigue right here. We're getting tired of this shit. It's always some black person. And you don't hear Hispanic people doing this for the shit. I know a lot of Hispanic people. You don't see them doing this shit either. You don't see Asian people doing this shit. It's black people. Time to stop this shit. Black fatigue is real because of shit like this. Because only black people would come out during this type of thing and say this shit. There ain't nobody Hispanic, white, or Asian I see posting this shit. You can find video upon video of this type of shit, not just of the Texas thing, from black people posting shit like this. Well, there weren't very many browns in there. You realize, bitch, you're still only 12% of the population. Do the math. How dare there be some white people in a 60% white person country? Just tells you, black people ain't good at math. Sorry. I'm not. Asians are good at math.
Home and to go find these people and to donate your money to go find these people. Meanwhile, they are deporting your family members.
No. By the way, and once again, a couple different tones in here. That boy looks like he's definitely Hispanic. She definitely is partially. This boy here, he's about 7 shades darker than everybody around him.
While they are deporting your family members. Meanwhile, they're setting up concentration camps and prisons for your family members. And I need y'all to keep that in mind.
So, you know a lot of illegals?
Before y'all get out there and put on your rain boots and go find these little girls.
Did she? No reply. Black fatigue is one of the biggest terms floating on the internet right now. People are fucking tired of this shit from black people. Black fragility is something different. Black fatigue. People are tired of this shit. White people are getting tired of this shit. I know a lot of black people tired of this shit. There's tons of videos on TikTok and Twitter, X, of black people calling this shit out using the term black fatigue. Black fatigue is what people are getting. People are tired of this racist shit from black people. And this woman right here refers. What she does here, she is inferring, how dare you go save white girls. Listen to this shit.
Get out there and put on your rain boots and go up concentration camps and prisons for your family members. And I need y'all to keep that in mind before y'all get out there and put on your rain boots and go find these little girls.
She's inferring that you should, because they're racist little white girls, you shouldn't go put your shit on and go save them. Think about this stuff, bad stuff, the evil stuff the Whitey's doing. Whitey's doing really evil stuff. So think about all that before you go save the white person. She is inferring not to save white people. You know what? Maybe you should go back to the home country. You think it's so bad here. We're all so racist. Head on back. We played a couple videos on this channel a while back of a few people that did go back to the home country and couldn't wait to get back here. Feel free. Hop your skippy butt over there. No, we have black fatigue. She don't have black fragility. That's not black fragility. That's pure racism. Black fragility is something different. That is pure racism right there. Black fragility, some whiny little bitch who has to whine about something that's always a whitey's fault. This is a woman who's openly espousing racism and lying doing it. That's not black fragility. This is way past black fragility. This is open racism right here. In fact, She passed fragility about 80,000 miles ago. This is warp 9 level of racism. So, yeah. Woof. Oof. Before you start looking to blame someone for the 1,000-year flood in Texas, wait until all the children have been rescued or buried. Yeah, don't be a filthy Democrat monster. 100%. 100%. Man. There's truck full of rescued girls right there. Look at that. Man. That's... Oof. Hear what this guy has to say. I will be out of here in a little bit, guys. Just two things tonight really pissed me off. The Epstein thing and this. Man.
Y'all wonder why people really support Trump. Rest in peace to all them kids that passed away in the flood, but look how fast he owned it, though.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. That is a standard American. Didn't mention fuck thing about race. Doesn't care about race. Doesn't care white, black, Hispanic. Just said, pray for all those kids. Nothing about race. That right there, standard American. Not some racist twat that's giving everybody black fatigue because she's a racist.
Like a real president, man. Y'all can say what y'all want about Trump, but I won't even hear it. Even if you next to me in my ear, you can't hear it. That's he's a dictator. Oh, no, he's a leader. Trump is a real leader. That's what Trump is. Trump is a real leader, and y'all can't handle it sometimes because you're so busy being followers and following other people that's followers, and that don't mean no good to you. You'll never see it. You wouldn't see a leader if it slaps you in the face. Trump is a real leader, and he down there putting down leadership and getting them people some help instantly with no problems. All I can say is go Trump, and rest in peace to the kids and the people who lost their life in that flood. But Trump is down there helping right now.
That is a real American. Not one mention of color, not one mention of race, nothing. Also, no ghetto speech. Speaks clear English, just wishing well to anybody hurt or lost. Fuck. Bunny, I see your math. Black people are between 12 and 13% of our population. Let's cut it in half. Yeah, say the kids are what percentage? Yeah, it's crazy. Plus, once again, we all know, sorry, black people like going to their churches. They like gathering together in their churches. Yeah. So, come on. More white predominant churches have more black members than the other way around. And you may go, well, that's because the white people racists don't want to walk in. No, because they're not overly friendly in some of the black enclaves. Hey, you know the old saying, there are certain parts of your neighborhoods and your cities, you know, if you got my skin tone, you don't walk in, not because some cops will stop you and go, what are you doing in this neighborhood, boy? It's because you may not get out of that neighborhood. So, now this stuff's getting tiring. How about that non-existent Epstein list? Yeah. Get outside and get the sun. You're white as a ghost. I'm still white as a ghost. Nice. Oh, man. Oh, my God. These people, these Democrats. What is wrong with these people? Democrats, do you not see this is where your parties become? You are a deranged party. of racists and haters. My God, the hatred that flows off these people. Whew. She got fired. Really? Well, that's good. It's good to hear she got fired. This is the chick right here. Once again, I was just playing a second ago saying that stuff by the white girls. Got fired. Good. Man. Yeah, she says all that white shit, and I proved it was wrong. She lied. Jeez Louise. So much of this. Man. Dude, I don't know how close I'd be to all that in the dark. I'd be worried, like, I'm standing on the edge of something's going to wash out, or some little bridge I'm standing on, or some little cool bike trail observation deck is going to blow. Be pulled off of this. You're kind of ballsy being on that. Man. All right. So, yeah. There you go. Here you go. Houston pediatrician Dr. Christina Probst believes innocent children deserve to die in recent Texas floods. May all visitors, children, non-MAGA voters, and pets be safe and dry. Kerr County MAGA voted to gut FEMA. Nothing happened to FEMA. They deny climate change. This ain't climate change. They may get what they voted for. Bless their hearts. Dr. Christina here needs to lose her practice. I hope nobody ever goes to this person ever again right here. Never, ever. This person's name, not this lady here, this lady right here should be, make sure you know nobody goes to them. Wow. Remember that. When he stood in the ditch on purpose. Yep, that was hilarious. Man. Democrats are pushing climate change hoaxes as bodies of young girls are being recovered from the floods in Texas. You don't hate the media nearly enough. Agreed. I don't know if you guys heard this one. I heard this one earlier.
How much do you think the changing climate is part of what we are seeing go on here? Not just what we're seeing in the pictures that we're showing on the screen, but even the flood that you talked about in San Antonio in June.
No, I think climate change is obviously a part of it. These floods are happening more often.
How do you know? How do you know? Human history is this teeny little speck. Human history is a smaller speck on the history of this planet than I am on YouTube. Yeah. So we have no idea what was going on. We can't look back at the fossil record and see every single flood, every single place. Things have changed. These people act like, Jesus Christ, we know everything. Yeah, by our teeny little bit of human history. There have been floods ever since I was a kid down there. I had family in Texas as a kid. There were areas you didn't go when it rained.
In more parts of the country and really all over the world.
It's because there's humans everywhere and we have concrete that lets nothing soak in.
And so we have to face that reality and be better prepared for it and combat it.
And just talking about the federal government and even the local government, 2 Texas National Weather Service offices involved in forecasting and warning about flooding on the Guadalupe River are missing some key staff members. A director of the NWS union told CNN that the Austin San Antonio office is missing a warning coordination meteorologist due.
No, it isn't. It was staffed heavily. They already released all the staff members over there. It was way overstaffed. They were fine. God damn, you really don't hate these people enough. You really don't. You do not hate the media enough. Deaths of children and tons of people, and they are still going to push bullshit. Man. Nuts. Democrats mocking the flood and horrific tragedy in Texas. Look at these people. But remember, this is the party of tolerance and love and peace. Rut Road, Texas, what you gonna do? There's no FEMA to pick you up by your bootstrap. They gave it all to ICE. Mrs. Butters, you're an idiot. Your president took FEMA and buried it so it was broke, gave all the money to illegals. Nice try, though, Bizatch. Texas deserves every flood God has spoken, and it hates Texas. Okay. So God's an it now. I love that. But all the scripture I know, God's supposed to be a he. I know, baby sexist, but that's what it says. I'm kind of happy the National Weather Service gave incorrect predictions when it came to how much rain would fall. My weatherman screws up all the time. It's going to be sunny and 90, and it's 82 and rains all day. That's why I have an app on my phone. My radar app's more accurate. Come on. Especially since the best and brightest from that organization were let go due to Doge, Elon, Trump. They had everybody there they needed. Texas deserves a flooding. Cry harder. Texas deserves it. Okay. Beautiful people. Remember that. It's not awful. It's what Texas deserves. Whew. These people are